What is up, everybody? Bootman here, and we are back with another Marvel Snap video. And in this video, I wanted to go over the best deck that you can be using going into this last week of Conquest mode if you're interested in playing Infinity Conquest, getting that beautiful avatar border. All right, this is a deck that has come back and it is extremely powerful. The win rate is super high, and I want to go over it as well as some possible swaps to make the deck even better. All right, but before we get started, if you're new here, hi, my name is Chris. I also go by Bootman. If you love Marvel Snap as much as I do, especially the competitive aspect, hitting infinite rank on the ladder, playing Conquest mode, definitely subscribe, ring that notification bell. We just passed 10,000 subscribers, have an amazing community here. We have a Discord server linked down in the description below, and make sure to follow me on Twitter at BootmanMSTZ, because I do monthly season pass giveaways. I give away 3 season passes for free every single month. We got this awesome season coming up with Dakin as a season pass card. So if you want a chance to win one of those 3 season passes, make sure to follow me on Twitter, make sure to subscribe. All right, let's jump into this. Okay, so let me just show you something real quick. All right, so yeah, this is on untapped.gg and going over the stats, which I'm regularly checking just to see what decks are great and stuff, because like you, I watch a bunch of content creators, but I'm like, what do the stats say? All right, and Untapped's a great resource. If you're wondering about this deck tracker that a lot of us use, it's from untapped.gg. It is completely free to use the tracker. I have an affiliate link down in the description below, so use my link. I get $1 for everybody who clicks it, so you help support the channel. Doesn't cost you a penny. Now the stats, the statistics on these, I believe that's only premium, which is pretty inexpensive, but you can sign up for that if you want the statistics as well. So anyways, in Conquest mode, the Stature list is the top deck, all right? Look, it's got a 62% win rate out of 870 battles in Gold Conquest, all right? That is bonkers. Those are bonkers stats, and this is just the stock Stature list. And you guys, something I keep telling you all so much, all right, is make sure that you don't just completely like get a deck out of your rotation just because it gets nerfed. This happens not every single time, but there are a lot of decks where people are just like, oh, I lost a couple points of power. This deck isn't great anymore. It's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? So like, keep playing with decks. After the nerf, keep playing with them, because a lot of us content creators and stuff like that, we don't make videos on them after they get nerfed. Like, it's our problem too, you know? So make sure you keep playing this deck. But I was always like, I think this deck's still good, and it is. So not only is it at the top of the Conquest meta, it's also at the top of the ranked ladder meta, all right? It has a 60% win rate over here as well. So like, make sure you're not just like completely removing decks from your rotation, because it's still a very, very good deck. And I think a lot more people have access to these cards now since the last time this list was at the top. But yeah, because they brought Stature down 1 point of power, they brought Black Bolt down 1 point of power, but it's still a great deck. So yeah, this is just the stock Stature list. It has Nebula in there to gain power. You have Korg and Rockslide for your Darkhawk. We have Zabu to discount your Darkhawk, your Shang-Chi, Enchantress, Spider-Man, Rockslide. So yeah, not only does this put a lot of stats on the board, but I always love this list, and I got infinite rank with this list a couple seasons ago because I love Shang-Chi and Enchantress in this. I love me some tech cards in this, all right? If you don't have Jeff, by the way, first off, Jeff's gonna be in the Spotlight rotation pretty soon here. I think in a few weeks. Yeah, I think it's like the 2nd week of September, something like that. But yeah, if you don't have Jeff, just use like Nightcrawler or something. But before we jump into some games, I want to talk about a couple quick possible substitutions if you want to experiment with this. So one of them is Nebula. So when I was playing this list myself, and then Glazer from the Snap Judgments podcast, we were using Ghost, okay? So the reason behind Ghost is that Ghost makes sure that your on-reveal cards happen last. So when you're going up against a lot of mirror matches and just even decks where you wanna use your tech cards, Ghost is fantastic. So Glazer, he actually hit infinite using Ghost in this list that season because everybody was playing this list. Like the percentage of people playing this was like the highest. So you want to be able to use your Shang-Chi and your Enchantress second, right? But if you have priority, you're not doing that. So that's why I think Ghost is a decent substitution for Nebula. A lot of people argue with us about this, but give it a try. The other one, the other card, and it's a card that I just went over it in a video yesterday. Where you at? Where you at? Boom, Super Skrull. Super Skrull will be phenomenal in mirror matches, okay? I think if anything, because like Miles is definitely good in here because on your final turn, like if you have Zabu, you could be dropping like Darkhawk for 3, then you drop Miles for 1, then you could drop Stature for 1, you know what I mean? You could drop all sorts of stuff, or you could drop Darkhawk in one of your tech cards. But I think if you wanna run Super Skrull, maybe replace Miles, okay? But if you're running into mirror matches, you're gonna have double the Darkhawk. But Super Skrull is also going to be very beneficial for just like all the other lists out there, right? If you're playing against like Thanos lists, if you're playing against like Dino lists, whatever it is, okay? So I do think there is room for Super Skrull. Last night when I was just messing around in Conquest mode, someone did use Super Skrull against me and it was very frustrating, very frustrating, all right? But anyways, this deck is awesome. I don't think anything recently shifted to make it better. This deck has just always been good. I've gone back and forth testing it every few weeks, and I'm like, oh, this deck still wins me a ton of games. So now that it's like officially at the top of the meta, I figured I'd let you all in on that little secret, make a video about it. All right, but I'm gonna shut up. I'll play a few rounds, and yeah, we'll discuss. All right. So the only card we don't want Sakar to pull is probably Enchantress, right? Let's see what happens. Let's see what this does. And there it is. Oh boy. But yeah, the Stature list, for those of you who don't know, she was at the top of the meta when they made Enchantress a 4/6, and like this deck was even crazier. So one of the things when you're playing this deck, like I played this deck, like I have like hundreds, if not like 1,000 reps with this deck. One thing, if you have Miles in hand, always remember to move your Jeff on turn 5. Just always remember, just move him one place over. God, they're running a Zabu deck. Brutal. Okay, so now I can trigger my Miles with this, but I'm probably gonna play Rock Slide instead. Oh, look. What's going on? Okay. So let's see what I get. Okay, they already used their Killmonger too. So I'm gonna do this. I don't know what I have next because it's like, do I move my Jeff so I could just play Spider-Man and Nebula? You know what I mean? What do you think? I can play Spider-Man and Nebula next turn. Watch, I'm gonna get something. Like, I'm hoping I get Black Hole, so I don't feel bad about that decision. Okay, so another version of this deck that people have been running is with Iron Lad 2. Okay, that's fine. So turn 5, we do this. We do this. I don't even have to move yet. We're gonna do that. They're like, I'm like 90% sure they have a Shang-Chi, which is why I'm leaving this kind of open. But you see what I mean about Ghost? Like, this would be the perfect time to be playing Ghost. Sick. Oh my God, the draws here were brutal, dude. Yeah, I don't yeah. Like, what a bunch of brutal draws. Like, pretty sure we lose this, right? They got 2 free 5-power freaking, yeah. Absolutely brutal. Now, what's interesting is if we had Ghost, well, Ghost wouldn't have helped here, unless we had Enchantress that didn't get pulled by Sakar. But yeah, they didn't even have any rocks to put in our head. But yeah, you see what I mean? Right there, mirror matches. That's why Ghost is dope. Yeah, and I think part of the reason this deck kind of fell off too was when a lot of people started playing Wave, because a lot of this deck is to dump cards on the final turn. So Wave was kind of screwing it up a little, just a little bit, tiny little bit. But yeah, like there is an Iron Lad version of this, and like some people run like Dr. Doom in it, but that was also before the Dr. Doom nerf and all that kind of stuff. Ooh, hello Zabu. But we're not going to benefit from Zabu on this turn because of the Myriad. All right, and then we do a little blackballed action. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's do this, see what we get rid of. This person's probably trying to do their Phoenix Force mission. This is gonna be tough. Oh, nice. Okay, I don't think they have anything to pull that. Very nice. I'm trying to think what they could play. They could probably play, what did they destroy? They destroyed a Human Torch. So we do this here, they'll have 2, they'll have 6, 9. So we're fine to move this. We could do that there, that there. 8 here. 8. So we can just do this. See what happens, right? Boom shakalaka. That freaking black bolt hitting their Heimdall was huge. That was massive. I was like playing down black ball. I'm like, well, no way we're gonna hit their Heimdall, right? But apparently Heimdall was the lowest cost card in their hand. You know what I mean? So this I kind of don't like Washington DC when we're tossing rocks, because if they're smart, they just put their rocks here and they start getting 1/3s, and it's all bad. You know what I mean? But first, they have to play a turn. Come on. Come on, King Stevis. You can do this. You can play. Are you AFK? Are you? Oh, no. King Stevis is here with us. Oh, my lord. Look at that. Maybe we'll move this Nebula. Maybe. Might as well. Nothing else we could do. What? They changed that. They changed how Nebula works. Previously, if you pulled Nebula, it counted as you playing a card in her lane. That is interesting. Like, this feels like it's a Sandman list, right? Feel like a Sandman list? Like one of the counters to this deck that people are rarely playing anymore.
I am.
Oh, come on. Come on, Enchantress. Where you at, girl? All right, we got a 1 in 4 chance. 1 in 4 chance on Enchantress. Okay, are they playing a freaking Is this like a tribunal list, you think? There you are. There you are. I think we're gonna be all right, you guys. I think we're gonna be okay. Give them that false little sense of security. Oh, it feels so nice. Oh, it feels so good. We do a little one. And I don't even think we're going to need to, if they drop 9 here, they drop the tribunal. What's that? The 7 plus 9 is 16. We'll have 5, 11, 16. Yeah. Why not just blow up that tribunal too, you know? In Conquest, I would have snapped that. As soon as I drew Enchantress, I would have snapped. Oh. Beautiful. Beautiful. What did they end up hitting with their Iron Lad? Hold on. It'd be cool if like it showed you. I think they might have talked about haha, copied a rock. I think they talked about possibly doing that because you know when Iron Lad scans your deck, you get to see it like I think they're talking about doing that with Iron Lad for the opponent as well because you could see it anyways. Like when you click on him, you can see what he scans. So it's like, save me some time, save me a click. You know what I'm saying? All right, everybody, that is the Stature list. Everybody calls it like the Stature good stuff list. I don't like the good stuff thing because that's always changing. It doesn't really like talk about what cards are in there. It's like, as long as I've been playing Marvel Snap, there's been like 50 different good stuff decks, right? You put good cards in it. So anyways, this is Stature Darkhawk, you know, there's probably a more creative name. I call the deck Stats is Backs because it's coming back in the meta and I'm pretty creative, you know? So, but name your deck whatever you want. You do you. You're an individual. You can make your own choices, all right? But anyways, that's all I got for this video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, ring that notification bell, and make sure you follow me on Twitter because I'm doing a season pass giveaway where I give away 3 season passes, all right? But you gotta be subscribed, you gotta follow me on Twitter, all right? That's all I got for this video. Have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one.